courtside, Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Titans will kick it away to start. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense heads onto the field for the first possession of this game. A lot of times you run into these types of matchups. High-powered offense, big-time team against an opponent that's likely overmatched. So how do they keep this thing from getting ugly?
Well, everyone's going to have to elevate their level of play here defensively to have any chance in this one. And I'll tell you the hard part about stopping this offense, David, it's what Chip Kelly used to always say. It's a nameless, faceless opponent. They don't care who you are. They don't care what your record is. This offense comes out, and they are trying to embarrass you.
Well, the good thing is for this defense, it's been talked about all week, right? Like, you're not good enough. This is a high-powered offense. Like, the players' attention are fully caught, right? They know exactly what they're going against. Let's see if some emotion and adrenaline can really play a factor, and they play better than they have all year.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Softened him up with a run. Now the throw. Punch it out of the air. There he goes. Running through contact. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Titans offense will get the ball for the first time. And this might be a real challenge for this quarterback because that corner, David, can take away an entire half of the field.
Yeah, and that's the bright part of this defense. Like you know out wide exactly what you're getting week in and week out, and it is top flight. Like, one of the best in the country at your spot. So, interested to see how this passing attack works while avoiding that guy. Because I'm not going after him, Palmer.
Well, I don't think this quarterback has seen a secondary built like this. He definitely hasn't seen a corner with this guy's ability. So, if he is going to try him, he better have really good timing. He better be very accurate. He better not be late throwing out-breaking routes because this dude will pick him off and take it to the house.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's BB. Fires to the wideout. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. The Titans line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that. Here come the Irish back on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
to throw for it. Finds a spot in the middle. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
He caught it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. On first and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They'll try to add another to their lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Looking for a man, it's Bailey. Finds his back in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Titans will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Tight end now in motion. Leaves it with the running back. Done enough for the first. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Nice run there. Doesn't it just feel like Notre Dame football when you see that too? You know, you got touchdown Jesus looking down, and one thing Notre Dame has always seemed to have is big uglies up front. Guys pushing the...
It's a seam wide open. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. This defense has been sliced and diced, and now facing another first and goal. Wants to go up top. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Irish. Fired in from the red zone for the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in week 5? And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Mississippi State is in serious trouble right now. I'm not sure some folks won't be asking for a refund on their NIL investment. A putrid performance in Starkville. They're trailing by 14 to Oklahoma. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Off play action. Quarterback extends the play. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Beebe. Here comes the heat. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The Titans will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see what he can do with it. He's got great speed. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about. So the nice punt return is negated by an illegal block in the back. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Price. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air, it's Carr. Fires one high and deep. Hits him in stride of the 10. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Now on second down after the incompletion. Wants to go up top. Swings it out to his running back. Tripped up for the tackle.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Tries to do it himself on the draw. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Titans decide to punt it away. Makes the catch near the 50. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here come the Irish back on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now
breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. This guy is just wearing them out. Another first down, already has a couple of touchdowns in the first half, David.
He has been a problem for this defense. And if I'm this offense, I'm going to continue to feature him. He's winning.
Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that latest touchdown pass, it might be a good time to mention Brady Quinn threw 6 touchdown passes against BYU. That record might be in jeopardy.
And that's a good day. If you're starting to talk about that already, you know he's spinning it. He's in the zone. He's feeling it, reading the defense, everything coming out on target. He is having himself a day.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Got him downfield. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly, running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
Quick release on the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw, it's Beebe. Throws to the back. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Floats it out in space. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like the play call on offense. I like trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on third.
And whatever they did on first and second down, Don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And the Titans will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the grab close to the logo. And the returner is stopped. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the right. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Looking for a man. It's Carr. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. Fouled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Iron! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Man, the matchup of 1 versus 2 just wrapped up, and we have a final update for you. Oregon overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Ducks tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. We'll see a lot of big games this season, but few will have as much of an impact on the big picture as 1 versus 2 and how this one played out, guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The Titans can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Now the play fake. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Non-end receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He'll have the 1st down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. The Titans come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Beebe. Works the middle of the field. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the 1st down here. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. He'll heave it deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Richardson. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Dropping back, it's BB. It's complete to the left. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. After that last completion, it's second down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to pass on second down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Titans will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Here come the Irish, back on offense. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Looking deep. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
The quick out. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. It's good. Easy call for the refs. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys. Looks like we've got a great one in South Bend going on.
Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Here comes the offense back onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to... something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal.
And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
That defense defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. They'll go back to work on offense. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Pulls it in, it's Hall.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Flips it out on the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They've put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
They'll run it from the gun. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Titans come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. And I don't think he got it. The defense stands tall on 3rd and inches.
Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
Now, I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that 1st down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
It's dropped. Oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. They're going to test the right side with this one. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got a man. It's Richardson. Building momentum. Picking up a chunk of yardage. Moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Get as far as you can and then get down. Don't take that hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Finds his tight end. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Rides the back and leaves it. Breaks the tackle. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Makes the catch. It's Flanagan. And And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. He's looking to throw. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open.
Catch and stride inside the 15. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. Florida sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the fourth quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in the swamp. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like open this drive at 2nd and 12.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback.
Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The Titans send out the punt unit. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll send the tight end in motion. Quarterback will keep it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. He couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose it.
Fires it incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They're facing a 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got an open man. Turning it on. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Here's the handoff. Corralled and brought down by the defense. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Grabbed in the middle. It's Richardson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Titans. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. You still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
He'll try to tack on one more. Bangs it through for an extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Sends it back in motion. To the air on first down. The throw to the outside is complete.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Lofts one high and deep. Makes the grab. And he's swept through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Notre Dame! That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Titans will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes the catch at the 45. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Wants to throw on first down. Floating away. Throwing on the run. Hits him inside the 20, still going. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. Wants to go up top on first down. They're working that left side. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
They'll move the tight end. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And on 3rd down, he calls his own number. Really nice job by the quarterback, making the decision, being decisive. He does a good job going, getting the first down, a new set of downs for this offense.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. 3rd and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. Looking for the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Defensive press coverage. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Gets it to the back. Makes a man miss. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Quickly out to the tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Titans come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Fires to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense. Because today
He lobs one high down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be 4th down. The Titans will send out the punt unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. A handoff, keep working on that clock. Creating good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Even with this lead, they'll throw again. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And that is how we will wrap this one up. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.